Just
They
drunk.
know who they could do that shit with, man.
That's hilarious.
All right, welcome to the Beats and Chill podcast. It's your boy Hometowns, episode 147 in the building. As you can see, I got my boy DJ Raw to my left, Jazz to my right, Tyree behind the camera, Mike and Ace in the building. How y'all doing today, man?
Chilling, man. Chilling.
Sure.
Great.
Everybody good? It's been
Blessed and
a
highly
couple
favored.
weeks. Been a minute since we recorded, you know, but we got some topics to talk about. Just want a quick run through. For our music topics, we got to talk about Playboi Carti. Doechii's massive slander over the past couple of weeks. Doechii mentioned in Diddy case, which is kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
J-Rock being arrested. J.Cole releases Clouds along with the remix with Wiz. Kanye West continuing to be offensive on Twitter. And also DDG and Hadley just throwing all the custody issues online. Where do you want to start? Where do you want to start on the music?
Let's start with that Playboi Carti.
Playboi Carti, get it out the
Yeah.
way. Well, let's be honest. Did we all listen to 30 songs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I mean,
3 yes.
even it's 30 songs and it feel like 30. It's an hour and 17 minutes.
Yeah.
I was talking to Jordan yesterday. It was like, even if it was like a 4-track album, 10-track album, and the songs was 4 minutes long, because the song's pretty short, it still would be like 40 minutes long.
Yeah.
Like, this is the longest.
Yeah.
It's an hour and 17 minutes.
Yeah.
I got like 25, though. It's
Right.
a Lil Wayne song.
This is like a different, every Carti album is like a different version of Carti, like in voice-wise, right? Like he tries to change his voice on every album.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He be, this is the deep voice Carti era. So he actually did almost everything except like the first era, which is like the Magnolia shit. But
I was kind of confused about the album because I was like,
who was who?
I feel like Lil Yachty is all on this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Or Yeet. That's what I was thinking. I was like, is Yeet on
I'm coming to make on the host. I'm coming to
The deep voice
shit.
shit. That's deep voice shit cool.
It's cool.
That shit cool.
It
I, mean,
was just-
I fuck with the voices. At first, I was like, the first couple tracks, I wasn't really rocking with. It's like until like track probably like 5, 6. I feel like, okay, this feels like a album.
Yeah.
Nah, that Crush song.
Yeah.
Should they gonna let me crush? Should they gonna let me crush? Ooh.
No, that shit good. It ain't even niggas ain't even
Should've
rapping
let
on
me
that
crush.
bitch.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Should've
It's just
let
like
me
it's just
crush.
literally a vibe.
Like I was like, wow, that's okay.
Yeah.
That was different.
It's
think-
the first Playboi Carti album I listened to, though.
Really?
I think.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
That Lit is really a good album.
That's the one with the girl flipping on him flipping on the cover or something like that. Somebody
Yeah.
jumping in the.
Yeah, jumping in the crowd.
I probably listened to that. One.
That's a
Whole
Probably
lot,
listen to that
of
one.
red.
I didn't listen to a whole lot of Red.
Whole lot of red is when he starts getting into that rage
What would
territory.
be
Yeah.
a good intro album to Playboi Carti?
Dial-Lit. I think Dial-Lit is cool.
Yeah, That Lit.
It's like right when he's like not really rapping,
It's the most
but
palatable.
trying to get into the rage shit. Whole lot of red is just like
Yeah, you gotta be. Yeah,
my shirt off, not a whole stop breathing.
But this album's good. I fuck with it so far. I gotta listen to it again. Cause right now I ain't gonna say it sound like noise, but any new album we first hear for the first time,
Noisy.
it's kind of any new albums feel like noise until you like know the songs and you like you can resonate with them. It's, okay, this is actually pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
now of course there's a study with like features.
Yeah.
Obviously, you had the Kendrick Lamar features.
I
Future.
Saw Kendrick was on there. I was like, oh, he on a song, but he was on like quite a few songs.
I think it was on
Yeah.
3 songs. Did a hook for one, an ad lib for another one, and then a verse. I like the fact that he just did features with who he worked with,
Yeah. Yeah.
even if they showed up multiple times. Like Travis Scott on there like 3-4 times, Uzi
Yeah.
on there like twice.
I like the
It's
song
just
with the
a-
Weekend on it.
Yeah.
I feel like him and The Weeknd gonna do an album together at one
Well,
point.
they go on tour together.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It
yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense.
He's
They make
opening up
good
for the
they make good music together. It works out.
Yeah, for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Because when I first saw them together, I'm like,
Yeah, it was
what's
like-
about to happen here?
But they're both vampires. One is like a run fast, all black vampire, and The Weeknd.
Well, like his blood a little sweet.
Yeah. The Weeknd French. Oh, one is Blade and one is Vampire in Brooklyn.
Okay. Okay.
Found out they cousins. Vampire in Brooklyn, Blade cousins.
That is
Oh man.
crazy.
But
Fireworks.
this album is exactly what. If you don't listen to Playboi Carti, then don't think you finna get into this. And
I think you can. I think it's a couple songs. I feel like it's a couple songs you get into, man.
no. There's a couple songs, but people I don't. There's
You're
a
gonna
lot
turn it off
of
as soon as you turn. That's the thing. If you don't listen to them, you're gonna turn it off on the first song.
Yeah, you're gonna be like, what
Like,
the
oh
hell
yeah,
is
I'm
this?
not doing this.
It's like the first listen to Yeezus. If you never listen to Kanye and you listen to Yeezus for the first
That's
time,
The way it come on,
you're gonna be like,
yeah, like what the
this?
what the fuck is this?
No, no, I mean I get it, but this is a little different for me.
I saw niggas like, man, what's up this pots and pans music?
Pots
So I
and
was like,
Just hearing this, I mean, the production on it was pretty cool.
the
I think,
production was amazing.
yeah, it was pretty cool. I think, it's just what I realized is that he's not like a traditional songwriter, not even just like rapper, but he's not a traditional songwriter where it's like, all right, verse, like the format is very.
That's what once I got past that, I was like, oh, I can listen to it more because like he's doing what the fuck he want to do.
Yeah, he's
Like,
like, you know what?
bitch, I'm trying new shit. Like I know this shit sound.
Like I'm gonna do a 3-minute song with just straight ad libs,
Yep.
and it's just like, oh, okay. Like I get the approach, and I know. I mean, for me, it's not for me. It's definitely not something I'm gonna go back to. But I feel like Playboi Carti has earned the right as a musician or artist that you gotta get. It's like you gotta just like you gotta see it or you gotta like hear it once just to be like, okay,
Yeah.
that was
I see what it
interesting.
is.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying? He's earned that right.
I'm
And
mad I ain't hear Pierre on the album though. I'm still waiting. I don't know whatever happened between them, but him and Pierre make good music, and I was
Yeah.
hoping I was gonna get a Pierre track. But
He's still like I saw clips of him on Casa Not Stream before the project came out.
that shit
And
was funny.
That nigga is just like super like Atlanta, like sounds like an Atlanta nigga. Like it's like he's getting old and he can't. Like he's getting older. He can't shake that. Like nigga, you sound like a nigger. You know what I'm saying? like I be
That's
watching.
what Drake said.
What's the
That nigga,
video
man.
where he got pulled over and he had like some model in the back seat?
Oh yeah.
He's like, he's trying to go home. He's like, don't listen to her. Then he put that shit as a front. That's like some Michael Jackson shit. Oh, don't listen to her. That nigga be talking like a straight Atlanta
That
nigga.
motherfucker was on that street. He say, "How y'all know Kendrick on the album?"
I was like,
Niggas was
okay.
like, "Oh, I tried to surprise y'all, boy." Like, that's
He go, they got Kendrick on there. Who told you Kendrick on there? Who told you Kendrick on there? This nigga Casanel was like,
what?
It's
He like, who the fuck told me that?
oh, it's up there? Oh, okay. Try to surprise y'all, boy.
That shit was funny.
Oh, man. But the Kendrick features, that is one thing that surprised me. I
Was
didn't know I
Mojo
was gonna-
Jojo. One was called
Bad credit, good
Bad
credit.
Credit.
Good credit. Yeah.
and Evil Twin, right?
Yeah.
Evil Twin had the verse.
No,
Oh,
good credit had
Good
it.
credit had the verse.
The one with the hook was Evil Twin, I think.
Backdoor is the other one. It's him and Janae Aiko.
I just know he was laughing on one of them, and I was just like,
Oh, that's good credit. That's when he laughed.
my god.
That's when he was talking about ASAP Rally.
It was
Yeah.
anime laugh
I didn't get an ASAP Rally line. I didn't.
because he was pointing in the corner.
Pointing niggas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So
Would y'all go back to this though, or is this like?
I'm gonna go back to it.
I'm gonna go back to it. And
It definitely seems like a gym album though. I can see it. Being,
Yeah, I think this is gonna. I think this is gonna be his album. I think this is gonna be his. What I call y'all call it, the magnum opus.
But some people say that's a whole lot of red. Some people feel like that's what a whole lot of red
Nah,
is.
they just that's just his like core fans saying shit.
I
Your core fans can't tell people what the magnum. You need like the outside people to agree. I mean, it's
The
true.
ones that ain't never listened to Cardi.
Yeah, that's who really like you can. Cause they gonna say anything good. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And his music isn't easily palatable, so you need
That's
outside.
correct.
But that's why I wanted Jada to be here, so I can get her opinion.
Oh, she definitely texted me said she was on the way, so she just run.
But we ain't gonna be talking about that
Yeah,
shit.
we
no
talking
more.
about it.
Too late.
Too late.
But is Playboi Carti? Is he like when it comes to like that sound? Is he like the top dog? Is he the top dog when it comes like?
I think so. Yeah, because him and Uzi were like
Yeah,
the
they were
first
neck and neck.
ones.
Neck and neck, right?
Yeah, they was the first ones to kind of like be labeled the SoundCloud rap, and even they were like the leaders. Even though we still had like Florida artists like a XXX Tentacion and all that. It's just that
Ski
what
Mask.
what they were creating was like leading in sound more than what they were doing.
Yeah.
just that XX Tentacion still was able to like make like hits.
Yeah, I think he would have been a top dog. He would have been the one.
Yeah, he was up there.
I feel like Uzi and Playboi Carti is the same thing as like Future and
Young
Young
Thug.
Thug.
Yeah, for
just
sure.
just like a different sound.
Who's Future though?
Different era.
I don't know who is who, but they the same thing. But it's the same.
Because the thing is like at least Future and Young Thug from the same.
Who's the hit maker? Out of Future and Young Thug. Future's a hit maker. So Uzi would probably be, yeah. Uzi will be Future.
Yeah.
But it's crazy because Future and Thug are both from Atlanta. Uzi from Philly,
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
which is kind of interesting. So
But, like, what's the boy name?
I did like his feature on there. His feature on there.
Oh, they Future's hard.
Yeah.
They're good.
He always gives me a feature where it's like, you know what?
This
I
nigga,
really like
this
Lil
nigga
Uzi.
good. This nigga good at what he do.
Who, Future?
No, Uzi.
Uzi.
Oh yeah. I like Uzi raps for real.
Yeah.
I don't really like his,
Yeah.
I don't like his rage music. I don't think I like the rage
I
music.
mean, his
period.
last album,
Which one is that?
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was he rapping on that one? Or was it like more like rage?
He was trying to do both. He was trying to do more rage shit, but
Is that the
it
one
just
with I Wanna
wasn't.
Rock on it?
Nah.
No.
Hell no. I think he dropped like 2 albums.
It's
this year.
Eternal a Take 2. I think that's what it's called.
Thing is, Uzi is from Philly. And when he raps like he from Philly, I don't really like it. But when he does the super rage shit, I don't really like it. It's like this weird place where he mesh in the middle. Where like the damn, what's the album with the
Like the shit he did
The
on
album-
Zero
what the
Shot.
fuck is
album.
Love is Rage.
Thinking
Love is
that's
Rage
the one
too.
he did on Isaiah
I like that
Rashad's
shit.
album.
With like Neon Guts,
Neon Guts,
and all that
yeah.
shit. I like when that shit's mesh in the middle. That
Yeah.
shit is alright.
Yeah.
The Strawberry
Young
Peel.
Guts is such a good song.
Yeah.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Talk to Me Nice. That's a good one too.
Yeah.
How to Talk.
20 minutes.
Yeah. All that was on the same album. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it. Playboy Cardi, he has like records too. But it's just like, so I think Playboy would probably be like the Young Thug.
Yeah.
to-
I feel like he's more. I feel like Young Thug is more talented than Future. Like he just do more shit, try more
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
But when it comes to making a
I
fucking
think
hit
Playboy
song,
Cardi just get better beats. His
Really?
beats be amazing. Like he always had those beats like the
The
Pissy
one
Pamper.
with the Ashanti sample on it, I thought was pretty fire.
Like he's always just get cold ass beats, and then that's why he'll have these like legendary ass snippets that last for like years. So
And then
Step me hurt.
used to be
Stop me hurt. Remember that shit?
when the nigga was doing the ad libs next to his engineer. What's kind of crazy? I was like, what?
that's that shit. That's what it take, man.
Nigga speaking that
Yeah.
Cardi.
You got it. That's what it takes for real. You got
That's
to.
what it take. You got to like can't care who in the room, bitch. Just fucking.
Can't care in the room. That's.
You know what I'm saying?
Will he
Get
be
on-
bigger if he release more music? Because I feel like he doesn't release a lot of music.
I think he's as big
He
as he can
releases
be.
a lot of there's a lot of unreleased Cardi out there.
I think he's the biggest.
Which doesn't get released unless he wants it to be released. Because
But it's like
leaking ain't fucking
but
real.
motherfuckers will get it.
Yeah.
Like and,
Yeah, I think he's as big as he can possibly be right now.
yeah.
But this is.
I
where it's
saw his he's like rolling out this weekend in Cali, but I saw his Rolling Loud set, the last one.
I Am Music. Yeah.
You wouldn't even know where he was at. The fucking stage was just it's strobe light the whole time, and there's just niggas on stage
Really?
dancing, and he's the only nigga with a mic, but you can't even see him. All you just hear is the music. So it's just like, I see what you're doing. You're showing that it ain't just me; it's the music that these motherfuckers like.
Yeah.
the whole
I am
time.
the music.
Yeah, basically. So I was like, damn.
Okay. I mean, I know we ain't rating no albums or whatnot, but I guess everybody said they'll kind of go back to it. I don't see myself really going back to the album, but I'm probably like, it probably a fit somewhere in the gym.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's what I had in my head. I was like, but I think this is one of the times where I'm not gonna make it a whole album. I'm not gonna add a whole album to my.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna add the certain song to make my own.
I really like, man, that Crush song, bro. When you hear that choir, that shit is cool as a bitch. I think Cardo had a lot of production on here. I think there's a rumor Kanye produced on one of the records that Kendrick was on, and he didn't want him on the record, which is why he was saying that like I didn't really want to hear Kendrick on the album. He rapped good, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Tough break, nigga.
Oh,
Also, there's like a thing too where it's like Cardi is like he cool with all these like I'm cool King my nigga Kendrick I'm
Yeah.
cool with all them folk Hitter and all them niggas. You know what I'm saying? So it's like is there like
with a lot of people.
what's somebody said y'all acting like they said something like what y'all don't know is these niggas is bloods. I was like, oh okay.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of red.
Yeah. Makes a lot of sense.
That's actually hilarious.
Yeah.
That nigga really. I remember when I first started, like when he was still doing interviews, like way back in the day, and the nigga was like, "Well, who you listen to?" Because obviously his music was very different. And he was like, "Who you listen to?" He goes, "Man, I be listening to fucking Currency." I was like, "What the fuck?" So Currency ended up like reaching out. I think they have like something like a track together, like one. But I was like, that's something I didn't.
He said he grew up like he said, man, Currency is my favorite rapper, bro.
And I was like, what?
See, I can't even imagine.
It
I
makes
don't think
It makes sense because at the time it was like what 2009, 2010. Currency was one of the coolest niggas on the internet that
That's
rap,
true.
bro.
That is true.
And if he was on the West Coast, it was probably down for you, but everywhere else, he was probably looking at Currency and possibly Wale. You know what I mean? So it makes sense.
Yeah.
What else we want to go to? Y'all want to get into like the Doechii shit? Because
Yeah,
Doechii
yeah.
got a lot of shit.
Who?
The Doechii shit. Doechii got the slander comes from like questions about her being industry plant, which you talked about in the group chat. Also, you got Jermaine Dupri who also asked about like what's the benefit? What's the benefit of being an independent artist?
Yeah,
compared to
I mean, those
major?
I feel like they go hand in hand.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So we can kind of talk about that. Also, the I mean, if you want to call him out, some guy from
I feel
Tampa.
like he don't need no shine, like not real shine. You could just say some guy.
Yeah, because he'll curse your ass out. You make me come.
Okay.
I mean, probably would cut your ass. I would.
Push the button, okay? But he don't need no
If
podcast.
a girl on that beatsnchill podcast,
Just shut up.
I would love it. Please push the button.
For the girl.
Fuck the irrational.
hometown, you cool, but that motherfucking that shit'd be
Fuck the
crazy.
irrational. Give them what they
We need a little pod beef, man.
Then fucking
What?
pop it up.
No, I ain't gonna do that. But nah, okay. So if you've been living under a rock, people have been talking about Doechii because she's everywhere, basically.
Yeah,
like everywhere.
Yeah.
she's a star.
Killing it.
Literally, she got a new trend out with the
Fashion.
anxiety song. She had Will Smith and Tatiana Ali doing the whole fucking old
Dancing
Freshman's
to
Bel-Air
that
shit.
shit,
Yeah.
yeah.
She popped up in the video.
There's fashion.
Yo, that video with fucking Will Smith in the mirror, she turned around.
Yeah, I was
Man, that
like,
shit scared the fuck out of me, boy. I said, what the fuck going on here?
I saw that shit too. I was like, huh?
That's good.
Yeah, man.
But it's fire. It's cool.
So then the question becomes, everybody's like, oh my God, it's so obvious she an industry plant. The most obvious industry plant is Doechii. So
Is it?
I think, and we talked about this in the group chat. So there's the definition of an industry plant, right? Which is not really a real definition. It's just a term
It's
that
a term
people
people,
use.
yeah.
Yeah.
But people are using that term incorrectly. And I think as long as they don't say industry plant, I understand what they're saying. But basically, to start off, an industry plant is supposed to be someone who is looked at or promotes themselves as if they are independent or don't have any major establishments in their pockets, and they're doing all these things organically. However, they are signed and they're just promoting themselves to look like that. So they dress down a certain way. They just don't show that they actually signed. And this has been confirmed.
Lying.
Yeah, they're being planted. They're being planted by the industry amongst a certain amount of people or a certain culture of people to fit in, to market themselves that way.
Okay.
But they're not really getting out the mud. Where some people's like, I gotta work a 9 to 5 and like do all this, that, and the third to like do these shows where like this person looks like they're doing the same thing, but like they're actually signed and they're actually taken care of. You know what I'm saying? And some people, there was pushback with that because people was like, well, this is the
time
new.
out real quick. In layman's terms, it's for people that say, where that nigga came from? And you try to search him up and search up old shit, you can't find anything. That's just a quick term.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Continue, my bad.
So a lot of people was like, well, this is just a way the industry adapted to
Industry plant.
or artist development.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's no longer hidden. It has to be in front of your face now. Right? But, you know, like I said, it's the deceitfulness that comes with the term. Right? So one of the biggest artists that was always thrown with this title was Chance the Rapper. Chance the Rapper was
Yeah, they said he was
I
really
don't
stupid.
really call that as funny.
For real?
I don't.
When
Because
that
you got-
nigga won the Grammy, that was the
Because you,
talk.
cause you understand that
What the hell is
Chance the
it?
Rapper, he was always saying, I'm independent, I'm not signed. That was like a thing. It was almost kind of like, almost became kind of gimmicky.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, how do you get this shit? Nigga, you're on the front page of my app on Apple Music on like 3 different slides. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how the fuck you an independent artist, but you on Apple Music? And it was like, well, and then it came out that he was rephrasing indie. He was rephrasing indie as being in control of your destiny and not necessarily working with people. People like, nigga, that's not how you was marketing it. Because what he did was take a $500,000 check from Apple when he put out that coloring book, right? But it's like, nigga, you took a deal from Apple, so it was just
You
kind
still
of.
had to get there to take that deal.
But what I'm saying is, it's like
But he wasn't fully independent as
the
he
way
said.
the way it was being marketed to us is like, oh, Apple just fuck with you so much they're gonna just plaster you all on their streaming services, right? When I log in, I see Chance the Rapper coloring book all throughout Apple Music.
Okay.
As if like I'm like, hey, this is just a really good album. I think people should listen to it.
That's like if
no,
you
we're-
log into Spotify and you see on Monday and you see Bizarre, Barely Legal. You can be like, what the fuck?
Okay.
But it's like, no, the reason why he's plastered on there because they have an invested interest. They gave him a check of $500,000 and they're going to promote this.
But he was still an independent artist.
Technically, yes, because he's not signed to a major label. But
there were some dealings there. Nobody giving you $500K.
But even that's because that's 10 years ago.
Right.
Now in 2025, if somebody has a publishing deal, you wouldn't say they're an independent artist.
Right.
You would say they're signed.
Right.
So-
you got a distribution deal, publishing deal,
Any
whatever.
kind of deal,
Any kind of deal. Right.
Yeah, you're not.
People look at indie as like, nigga, you just upload your shit directly to DistroKid and that is it. You ain't
Yeah,
got no
yeah,
mass
yeah.
marketing team, no mass distribution team, nothing. It's just you, maybe a homeboy or a squad of homies, and y'all upload a DistroKid and y'all get the shit out in the mud using social media and YouTube.
I got lots of questions. So,
I'm not the
no,
too late, Derek.
You that
I'm not
guy
that.
today. Sorry.
You gonna be that today, my boy.
I mean, I research this stuff, so I'm not worried.
I understand. So, okay, because there are independent artists that have like their music on Spotify. It's like they got a music distribution deal.
No. So you can upload your music.
That's a marketplace. Spotify's a marketplace, right? So it's now there are third-party companies like a Symphonic, like a DistroKid, like a TuneCore, United Masters, and plenty others, right? You can go and just pay a monthly or annual fee and upload your music to be in these marketplaces. You know what I'm saying? So Apple Music or iTunes is a marketplace. Spotify, Tidal, Deezer, all these different, Amazon Music, Pandora, these are just marketplaces where your music can be distributed. But because you put your music there doesn't mean that you're not independent. You're just putting your music there. Now, if you have a distribution deal or with a company,
And that comes, so that's like where the playlisting comes in from.
not necessarily, but in some cases, yes.
Okay.
That is a dealing of business that those marketplaces have contracts or in business with certain like platforms, right? So there could be like a guy who works for Apple Music, right? That guy that works for Apple Music, he does the hip hop playlist. I can't remember what it's called, but let's say that same person he does Rap Caviar, and that is a deal directly with Spotify, but he is like a person that works that content. You feel what I'm saying? He may not necessarily work for a label. He may work directly with Spotify.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? But it's so many different positions and things of that nature. What I'm saying is, as an artist, you can upload to these marketplaces and still be indie. It doesn't mean just because you're indie doesn't mean that you can only sell your music out the trunk. You know what I'm saying?
Also, you paying them instead of them paying you.
Yeah.
Also, when it's like a partnership, they gonna give you some bread. If I want to upload my music to CD Baby or TuneCore, I'm gonna have to pay a monthly fee
Yeah.
Okay.
You can upload your shit without them because
you gotta pay their ass.
yeah. There's a jit in my school like I got my stuff on Spotify.
That's cute.
Miss G. And I was like,
Yeah.
he is not with DistroKid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Signed up on DistroKid.
Right. Now, how this goes back to Doechii, right? And this is the issue that I have, right? Because nowadays, the moment you wholeheartedly run out and say industry plant, to me, it kind of like makes you look bad because it makes you just look like you wasn't on game with this person. You know what I'm saying? You don't.
Should've
You,
been me.
like you, not even should have been me. It's just that I ain't never heard of your shit before. I ain't never seen you before.
Yeah,
but it's
that
like,
one-
well, why does that on her?
Why does that negate my success?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Just because you ain't see it don't mean it didn't happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
That's that.
The absence of evidence is not the.
Evidence of absence.
What?
You gotta watch Bulldogs, man. But
That's why I said what, nigga.
oh, okay. But no. So the thing is, what the issues that I have is that like she may have been signed before it was announced, but they did an announcement. So once you do an announcement that you're signed, there's no more industry plan. At that point, the label is doing things, which they should be doing. Bitch, if I sign to a major, bitch, yes, put me on this, that, and the third. If my music is good enough
These
for
are
it,
good enough, yeah.
spend that bread, bitch. Like y'all got the budget.
That's right.
If I got a $5 million marketing budget, bitch,
I ain't
spend
get
it.
signed to not get that.
Yeah, like
So-
nigga, I am with a major. This is what we do. Y'all, this is the business. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit ain't open for just anybody out the street that just got good music. This is an industry, and the industry has business that they do. So yes, that's why I'm on these fashion shows. That's
But that just comes with the times because you can't be an industry plant in 2025 because nobody's going to believe it because anybody. I'm not saying anybody gets signed, but
no, you can be industry plant. It's easy.
Last industry
I don't think so.
I saw
not and be this successful.
So that's the thing. All right, true. I think without people calling it out.
Yeah.
But like, you could be somebody who looks like you're not as popping like that, and you may have a manager. Like you can have a manager that probably has major, like a manager can have an artist or a client that is signed, right? Like I may have a client and that client is signed to UMG, but then I'm also mentioning this person and they not signed to nobody, right? However, the benefits I get as a manager from having dealings with this label, I can probably provide you some opportunities for you to take advantage of at times, which may not look like you're indie. You know what I'm saying? So it's so many different weird loopholes, and I just think that honestly, like people just get because at this point, like, what do you get out of calling someone an industry plant?
I think it's just that feeling of people feeling that it's not organic. Same thing as an industry plant.
but
Like
not
with social media being what it is now, anybody can be famous or have some type of fame.
Yeah.
So you doing music and having fame isn't enough anymore. So you being like under signed but like not people knowing, it's not really like it don't fucking mean nothing because anybody can be a celebrity tomorrow, the next
But
day.
I think that's the thing. Like the fact that anybody could be a celebrity or be viral or famous, it almost feels like people feel like they're getting robbed. Like you kind of communicating your frustration, like you said, it should have been me, but you're not saying that. And it's like, nigga, what does this matter to you?
It doesn't matter because you got to get past that. Doechii got past that part of fame, and she signed to a major label. So people like, I mean, this is what label supposed to do. You know what I mean? This is what they have to do now. Like, it's pay to play. You know what I mean? To be
Yeah.
on everything. You know what I mean? Outside of the music.
And but it's like it's pay to play, but at the same time, it's like everything is like, it's not like machines, right? It's like everything is by people, right? You got to pay somebody, a person. It ain't a machine that's taking the money. You know what I'm saying? So like when people was like, oh, she won best rap album,
I think that's when everything started though.
but it's like
It wasn't no like okay, the album was out, people were talking about there were rumblings about her or whatever. But when she won that Grammy, this is now we're starting to see everybody's like, hey man, what the fuck?
Right.
Now niggas is-
It wouldn't have been a thing if people didn't know who she was. If we hadn't have seen Doechii, you know what I mean? If she wasn't like on the magazines and doing all the interviews and all this, and won best rap album,
I think it'd have been worse.
I don't think so because it would have just been a rap album I didn't listen to.
But
that's winning.
that one I
But now it's like I feel like this is somebody like they.
That's what I'm saying, but
put
that's
in
what
my
makes it-
face that's winning.
But that's what makes it worse. It's like somebody I ain't listened to or I ain't heard about win best rap album. How the fuck
But
they win
it's,
best
but it's happened
supposed
before. That's like
to
when
go.
Layla Hathaway and shit win best R&B
I
album.
know, but that's different because we look at R&B at the Grammys different than rap. Rap is almost damn like a popularity contest. The rap album category, it's like we gotta be. It's almost like we understand that this probably
But
be the
not, but not
best
with the
rapping.
Grammys. That's just like when John Baptiste won album of the year. It happens. Like people that you don't listen to win.
Not with the
But
rap
it's-
album, though.
But it feels crazy where it's like it's something that I see and I don't listen to them and they win. That's like
the only reason why I disagree with that is because the rap album category specifically has always been popular. It's almost like
I
But it's the
can't say
Grammys.
that.
This shit just gonna change. It's like you can't really base
even when
The only
like,
reason you can say popularity is because a majority of us here listen to rap. and we usually know everybody that's in the rap category. So, but if it's another category like pop, you can be like, oh shit,
I can almost
it's a popularity
pinpoint-
content. Knows everybody in that realm that listens to that knows these artists.
I'm telling you right now, I could probably pinpoint when someone's going to win the best rap album. It's based on how once your shit is submitted, right? What you do after it's submitted, how you market yourself and your album based on where you be at and all that shit. That's how I knew I could tell that fucking Killer Mike was gonna win. Just how he was being everywhere he needed to be. Like he had this like this omnipresent marketing style where he was everywhere. He was in politics. He was talking in politics and shit. Just all the radio stations and stuff like that. Doechii did the same shit. She was all on certain award shows. She performed on damn near every award show. Even when Cardi B won, like she was everywhere after that album.
Yeah, but take the Killer Mike example. Killer Mike won last year. People were saying, "Who the fuck is this person winning best rap album?"
That's
That
because
nigga
it's
been
the
in the game
it's
for
the feeling of
20
like
years.
you seeing this person like Killer Mike here, Killer Mike there, but Killer Mike ain't did shit to make me listen to his music.
Yeah.
Now this Grammy comes and this person wins best rap album. It's like, what the fuck? I just giving this person everything? Who the fuck is this person?
I was a little
Now if it's a person that you
shocked.
never heard before and they just win, you're like, oh shit, well, I ain't never heard of them.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
I was
Like,
gonna say, I ain't never heard of him. I just don't think that's ever happened in rap.
no, but it happened
it
at the
did.
Grammys and it happened in music. So it's like you can't like it's gonna happen inevitable.
Even
Killer Mike been in the game for almost 20 years too. So to ask like, well, why is he winning? Who is this?
but once
crazy.
you start doing Apple Music interviews, when fucking I can't remember the nigga name.
Zane Lowe.
Not Zane Lowe, the one dude that came from Hot 97.
Oh,
Rosenberg?
Ebro.
Ebro. Once you start doing the interviews with Ebro, and then you're doing like the elite interviews with certain people, you're probably going to get that Grammy. The only time I think the only time where it was like that necessarily didn't happen was when Nas won with Hit Boy, and that was what, and I like to think that was because he won during COVID, so you couldn't really be everywhere. Everything had to be kind of like spaced out. But
I hear what you saying.
even still with
I
Doechii,
don't totally agree.
But what you saying sounds like an industry plant. Because you saying they're propping them up and putting them in all these positions to win the Grammy.
right? But the
So
thing is,
but that doesn't sound organic.
No,
That's why it's like
it's not. It doesn't sound organic, but once you realize the way the Grammys work, it's like, oh, that's just how it is. So when Mew Magazine was doing an award show, if they say, all right, we're going to put out nominees, these are the nominees, right? And it's only based on voting, public voting. If you start creating content to now be in people's faces, so they're like, oh, okay, this shit kind of dope. I'm gonna vote for him.
Yeah, but that's not the Grammy committee. It's not like a popular vote. It's a Grammy committee that should know.
Nah,
what
but
to
that's
vote
not-
for.
that's not the
You shouldn't
case.
vote somebody. You shouldn't vote for because I seen them they did the pipeline to the interviews to you know. What I mean?
That is how it works. It's a committee of people that you get a slide of all this shit, and you have to vote based off of what they give you, and you are a part of this committee. So when people win, they're like, "Oh, I've heard of this person before. Oh, okay, yeah, I've heard that album."
Sounds not organic. If it's like you got to go through these pipelines
So I get that. However, these people are not being paid to vote. It's an organic process because they're going based off of what they heard. These aren't scholars that are like, I listen to each album with etiquette and quality and da 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 da. They're voting based off of who they fucking know and what they heard. It's just that because of what you do in the industry, you've been afforded this access to vote. You've been in the industry for 5+ years doing radio, or you've been in the industry 5 years doing audio at concerts and stuff like that, or you've been an executive. You've been afforded this position, but now it's just like, all right, you have to vote now. But they're not listening to these songs. They can go and like, oh, I'm gonna check this out or whatever, but they're not doing that for all those fucking categories. So they're going based off of like, oh, this name, I know this, or I heard this.
But why did they hear it, or why did they see it?
Say, wait, what?
Why did they? Did they organically just fall upon that content? Or was it just like the pipeline
Stuff being marketed to you. Stuff being marketed to you. So with Doechii,
But that isn't. I'm saying I understand the feeling. People saying it feels like an industry plant because of what you have to do.
But that's what I'm saying, that
to win. So
yeah,
you can't
but
be
that's,
like
that's just nothing's changed about that since the Grammys have like that's been the origin of the industry is what I'm saying. So there's not like a thing that's changed.
What? Not,
Ain't marketing yourself your job when
Yeah, it's
you
part of
an
your-
artist? though.
Yeah, and definitely more so the job of the company that signed you,
Yeah.
that is affording you a marketing budget. So, yeah, it's advertisement. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm promoting this person to be seen with all of these, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like Jimmy Fallon, all these
I
things.
mean, I get it, but promoting is putting stuff in front of people's faces.
Right.
But when you putting stuff in people they didn't ask to see. So if you promote something greatly, or you ever see somebody promote a fucking movie, you just keep
Yeah.
seeing this commercial, keep seeing this commercial,
Yeah.
keep seeing this commercial, and I don't want to see it. Like, why are they forcing this on me?
But what is
And
the-
it
what is
doesn't
the-
feel
what
organic.
is the-
So you can't. I'm saying you can't debate the feeling of people feeling that it doesn't feel organic. Not saying it's right or wrong.
Right. All I'm saying is, what is organic? What is the organic opposite of that? Because it to me, it just doesn't exist. Like that is not. That is the way of business. It's the
I
music.
mean, you can't say it's the way of business because it's a lot of artists, but some companies don't get ran the same as TDE. But it's hella artists that get signed that I'm pretty sure some of these labels have the same amount of money that don't do it the same way.
So
But
the-
don't execute at the same level.
What
So-
you have to understand is that the money allows them the space. However, the space has to incur like results, right? So just like in radio, like Ebro was saying, like, all right, we make our money in radio by advertisement, right? So if this song, all right, I want a lot of people pay a lot of money, advertisers pay a lot of money if they want their ad to come on right after Not Like Us. Because this song is so popular right now, the advertisers are gonna pay to have their ad come on right after Not Like Us. You know what I'm saying? Because that song is so popular. If your song is not doing well to where it's not incurring the ad revenue, then they're moving on. Give us something else. Because this is not keeping people on the radio. If they have it to where, all right, I cut my radio on, how long am I retaining this person on the radio? And then you're willing to listen to this song and then hear an ad after it. That's how they work the record in radio. That's how they make their money. So that is how they make profit off the music, right? It's not just like, oh, we just gonna play your shit. Like if that was the case, people would play their shit at fucking midnight. It don't matter just being on the radio. It's when our advertisers, I want to market to people who get up in the morning, drive to work. Who are those people, right? That can range, right? So that's why when you in Tampa, we always hearing fucking
411 pain.
yeah, because we are such a huge. It's a huge market. In Florida is one of the biggest fraud markets in auto insurance. That's why we have personal injury protection. Because regardless if it's your fault or not, bitch, you got to pay up. We tired of doing this whole who's at fault or whatever, right? So there's so much money, right? They $10,000 off rip, you got to pay out if you get hit or whatever. That's PIP, right? And so you got all these little people that's trying to make that money off of, hey, we can get you taken care of. You hurt? Give us a call, right? It's a scam, but because of that scam brings business and advertisement. You feel this? It is. You know what I'm saying? So what I said that like in music business, it's always been since the beginning of time. We are marketing, we are spending money to be on these stations to advertise. Hopefully it works, right? If it works, then we're now allowed to provide more marketing dollars to keep this person on there. And then once that catches, you don't really have to spend, you don't always have to spend money to put somebody on something. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of times you start getting paid, but then it's like, all right, we're gonna pay to get them on this festival, or we're gonna pay to provide access to this, or advertise, do ads on social media. You know what I'm saying? But it's like organically, which is working first? Oh, they like this. All right, let's now put money behind that. You know what I'm saying? It's just that with a label, they have millions of dollars to throw behind hundreds of pieces of content. So they're just like, damn, I keep seeing this bitch. You know what I'm saying? But like if you watch those J.Cole docs when the album comes out and you see this nigga go in the studio and he is doing like an ad for every radio station. Yo, it's your boy J.Cole and idiot, da da da. He's in the same spot and he's just pre-recording like 30 different ads.
Yeah.
Yo, it's your boy J.Cole, man. Shout out my DJ, da da da. You know what I mean? But it's like
he drops.
people pay for that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's that's why I was like when people like it's not organic, it's like, are you just saying that I didn't go and like click
I
on
don't think.
things?
Well, that's what people do say. It's not organic.
But it's-
My thing is people say it don't feel organic. Two
and
two
that's the
different
thing.
things.
And I'll be like, if people say they don't feel organic, but it's like they don't know what is that organic feeling that you get Is it just like you found out about somebody through like your homeboy?
I think that's the real question.
You know what I'm saying? Like what?
Organic or-
I mean, I think it comes with time.
And
It's one of the things. I mean, one of the things with Doechii is it feels like, damn, this shit is too good to be true. Especially if you're from Tampa.
Yeah.
It was like this one of the things that damn, this person really that fucking talented.
right,
Damn, this label making all the right moves.
right.
Yeah.
All this shit. Like if sometimes people feel they throwing shit at the wall, but this shit is all sticking. Like everything's hitting.
And what bothers me is that like
There were things that didn't stick too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That they don't know about.
yeah, like the
know?
girl had misses. Like the shit got on the radio. It kind of went with the Kodak shit, but the Kodak shit was a miss because it was like we only just want the solo part. The solo part is what stayed on the radio. They didn't like playing the Kodak part. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
they
for real?
Yeah, that was like a thing. Like she says, yeah, the solo part is like what they promoted the most. She got a lot of backlash for the Kodak feature.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
She
know that.
the fucking crazy video that she said was probably one of her most expensive videos got banned.
Oh yeah. 'Cause-
You know what I'm
she
saying?
naked.
It was they-
You know,
Like,
but it's like
what you
she
expect?
took these risks and these things.
But those
that
all,
work.
but I don't see them as things not sticking. All those work.
They work, but not in the intended purpose that they were trying to work.
Yeah,
for.
but they still work. So in 2020 plus, it don't.
I mean, if you put,
if it brings a news headline, it works.
but the thing is, at the end of the day, she has to have good music, right? So I think what people keep throwing this whole industry plan is like, hasn't TDE proven themselves that they can probably make good music with any caliber artist on their staff and get certain heights?
No,
They was able to get a Grammy with
They-
J Rock.
but Reason
Rayvon.
left, Reason, Nancy. So it's a lot of people that did.
Rayvon trying.
But
Trying
but
so
the talent.
far.
But
But
they have.
but when they have artists that you can just see the talent in, as far as a Kendrick, or
She
SZA,
came out with
you see it
fucking
happen.
Persuasive.
We're not talking about those. You're talking about you just the other thing. Talk about the other people. You said everybody.
Right, but I'm saying they the level of their music, if they were on other labels, they would shine beyond what the other artists are doing. Is what I'm saying.
I see what you're saying.
Like they would not still be famous. I'm not saying that Reason will be the superstar, but
It's
you
like
take
going
Reason,
to like a high caliber school and then they send you to the ghetto school and you like,
Yeah,
you might be trash.
Yeah,
You
but
might be
no.
getting D's or whatever
I
this
disagree
school,
because
but-
you don't. I did not like music Reason put out because he was on TDE. I didn't listen to it right next to like a Kendrick album and be like, nah, this ain't good enough. It's just I heard it and I didn't like it.
No, I get that, and that may be your opinion with his music. What I'm saying is that if he was marketed as a Dreamville artist, he would probably be above a lot of other Dreamville artists.
No, but that has nothing to do with what you hear when the music comes.
No, I get what you're saying, but marketing has an influence on how people, the masses, receive the music. That's not everybody, but marketing does have a way to influence
So
how.
what
And he was
does
on
it say
TDE and
about
they-
TDE's marketing for him.
They ain't really like
Or
that shit like that.
So
I honestly think the whole
It's
thing.
like a team, right? It's like a team, right? You have giants on this team, right? So when these giants are on this team, there's a certain expectation that you have on certain people. Once you move to, it's like if I play for a certain team like the Lakers, there's a certain expectation that's I'm required to have. It's championship or bust, right? But if I go to Charlotte, nigga, ball out, do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? I could put up 25 a night, and you're like, oh shit, this nigga put up 25 a night.
Yeah,
know
but
what
you
I'm saying?
also can play with LeBron and Luka and average 10 points, and they will look at you like a fucking star if you can get them 10 points every night.
Yeah, but sometimes it may be difficult.
But if you go to a Charlotte or whatever, you get them 10 points.
because
You're like,
there's
what the fuck are you doing?
there's a formula, there's guidelines, there's restrictions, there's a formula that you have to abide by, which a lot of players say that it changes their game. Right, playing with LeBron and playing the system with LeBron. Going to TDE, they do things the way they fucking do things, which is they may say they don't hold people music, but it's like Reason kept saying, I want to put out fucking music. And sometimes when you put out music, it helps your reps. When artists keep releasing music, it helps you do better music. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, he's like, yo, I want to release fucking music. I submitted 2 albums and they like, yo, you know what I'm saying?
What he said, it ain't good enough?
Who
It
knows?
wasn't good enough? And
Maybe,
Tyree
because TDE is like, nigga, we put out Kendrick, we put out SZA, we put out Schoolboy Q. You feel what I'm saying? These are giants, right? Dreamville may be like, yo, we put out Jid and we put out fucking
Working.
Ari Lennox.
Loot.
You feel what I'm saying?
Boss.
So Reason go to Dreamville, hypothetically, he's going to probably outshine a little bit more than the other cats.
Because they'll put his music out.
I'm not understanding that.
Outshine
Why would he
the
outshine them? If
I ain't saying
if he's
outshine
not
the jit specifically.
But I mean,
he's not going. He's not going. If
They have a lot of artists on Dreamville.
he may outshine the people that's not getting shine now, it's people on Dreamville that I don't hear about.
That's what I'm saying.
But no. But I'm saying
He can go to a team where that formula, he's not binded by that formula. So now when he drops his music, he just dropped the album that I feel like is the best recent album I heard. Granted, it's
is it
probably
any of the best music you've heard, not best reason.
not necessarily. No, it's not. But
You
it's
can't compare him to himself. You got to compare him to everything else that's out here.
You can do that, or I could compare him to himself.
No, but we're talking about just being good and like the skill. You're looking at rap as a sport, like who's better, and you can't compare him to himself. You can't keep averaging 5, then you score 7.
There's players in the league that's going to never be better than LeBron James. That don't make him not a good player.
Yeah, but if
they can't play good night, they have good nights.
No, but it's players that will never be good as Danny Green.
Okay, but we ain't talking about them.
Exactly. You don't talk about them, so it's like
what I'm saying is there are players that can average 25 a night, right?
I agree.
They'll never be Jimmy Butler.
But you don't have to be Jimmy Butler. You just got to be better than what you've been if you aren't at your best.
What you just said is comparing that person to themselves.
You have to be
better than what you were before, right?
Yeah.
You just said I can't do that. I can't judge Reason based off of Reason's previous.
Because you said he ain't gonna be Jimmy Butler.
I'm trying to see like what are we?
I'm saying if you can't keep saying is it better or is it good? No, that's what I meant to say. Is that player good?
Yeah, he's good.
How good is he? Is he just?
He's not Kendrick good. He's not Kendrick good. Okay. He's not SZA good. So he's good.
At the bottom we put Bronny James, right? It's top we're gonna do LeBron James.
A role player on TDE would be a more marquee player on another team as well.
So a role player on TDE, Reason.
Or Sir. Sir is a role player on TDE. You take Sir on Dreamville, best R&B act and best R&B albums from Dreamville. That's what I'm saying.
But he puts out some of the best R&B songs.
No, he don't.
Just because he go to Dreamville doesn't make his music better. It's not going to put out the best. It doesn't make the perception of his music better. That's what I'm saying. I'm not understanding that. Why was he on another label? We're gonna be like, oh, he on Dreamville now.
Why would he go somewhere else and then all of a sudden he's like, oh my God.
I think we're not being honest with how being with certain labels and how they market you have an impact on how people receive your music. When Tupac was with fucking
Death Row.
Not Death Row, but fucking Digital Underground, his music sounded different. It was received different than when he went to Death Row.
But he started making different music.
He was making totally different.
But it was being marketed differently.
But he was making completely different music.
But he was saying, all right, he's saying the same shit. He's always been a super black person. It's just that the production may have been different. Maybe he went from working with Humpty as the I can't remember his regular name, but having him produce his shit compared to Dr. Dre producing it. But he's saying the same shit.
But he making different music. So if he goes,
how is he making?
If somebody go to a different label and get different producers and start making better music, is Tupac music better with Death Row than it is with Digital Underground?
Not necessarily. My favorite song from Tupac is before Death Row. It's Get Around. That's my favorite Tupac song.
But is Get Around better than all his other songs?
I feel like that.
Generally?
I feel like that, but
Get Around
that's just me. That's just me, but I'm pretty sure you may think, a song he did with fucking Doechii is a better song. You know what I'm saying?
I was thinking like catalog and like if you take X, Y.
Like California, some people may think California Love is a better song than I Get Around. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's okay, but music is subjective. It's not really a real sport.
How many albums? He only got one album. How many Digital Underground, right?
Yeah, I think he got like,
so
he got two. So
take the two from there and the two from Death Row, you compare them, what do you think people will land at?
It depends. I think people will probably take the Death Row shit.
I think people land on Death Row.
Yeah, but at that time is like, people may take that, but it's subjective.
But that don't even fucking make sense because he was good on both of them.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like it's Tupac.
Okay,
so what I'm saying,
because we're talking about marketing for the artist, isn't it really like if they choose their beats? Sometimes the artists choose the beats that they want to rap.
The music process can be different for everyone.
But like, does the label restrict the artist from choosing the beat that they rap on?
Sometimes. You
I
are
think
signed.
I think
So
we
they
gotta
tell your
we
ass.
gotta stop giving these artists these cop outs. If you don't make the best music, you don't make the best music.
don't
Because
make
at
good
the end of the day,
music.
everybody signed to a label.
But
And
that-
what you said, everybody got to go through to win the Grammy. You
Not
gotta
every
go
label
through
got the same. Not every label is an equal opportunity. You know what I'm saying? I can create an LLC label today. That don't mean I got a person that can get clearances for me. And if you got a person that can get clearances easier for you, then you may be able to get better sample production.
I feel like if you need to got to get clearances to make good music, then you can't
not
make good
making
music.
good music.
You're not a good artist. You're not that
You
good
need
of
to
an
be able
artist.
to work around.
That's. I mean.
I mean, that's what Big Crit went through.
I understand that, but I mean, if
can't
I
get
make
this
if I make a beat and you like, damn, that beat hard as a bitch, and it's like, damn, I actually used this sample from this Japanese jazz player, and I can get it cleared, so I got to figure out a way around it, and I figure out a way around it, and it's not the same because I'm not using that same sample. It's losing a little bit of its magic. That's just how music is sometimes. That don't mean that I'm not good.
No, but that is how music
Mine
is,
makes
and everybody
sense.
deals with these variables. So why does
And some
this
people have certain
particular
advantages.
artist-
Some people have certain advantages. You know, labels do a lot of certain things to artists too. Like certain labels will go and be like, "Oh, you sampled this Brazilian jazz player. We're gonna go buy the company that this came from in Brazil, and now we own that shit now." You know what I'm saying? And then they can have restrictions on like what you can use and shit like that. Like it's a dirty game. So that's why I'm saying like.
Remember when this nigga Derek was like, "Don't ask me, I don't know shit about
Yeah,
nothing."
he's spitting
This
shit out
nigga,
right
I'm
now.
like,
I, no, I,
Let
I
me
also,
sit right
I-
fucking
but I also said I do the research.
You did,
When I-
but
when
you
I-
also at first you was like, "Yeah, I don't know shit." You fucking liar.
So I'm just like I'm sitting here listening to this whole thing about like Reason and his marketing because we're talking about industry plans. So
Right.
I'm thinking,
But she's
you're
not an industry
basically
plant.
saying that TDE didn't give Reason the marketing he needed.
Maybe, but you have to understand every artist on TDE,
Tyree like, you can't market that trash anyway.
Nah, I ain't saying. I ain't saying it's not trash.
every artist on TDE is not the same, right?
Yeah.
Remember I put in the group chat. Every certain artists that have, all right, if you have a bigger budget to do something with, right, with your talent, you will have more access to do certain things. So Kendrick has a joint venture with Interscope. Or no longer now. I mean, that deal is over. But initially, the reason why Good Kid, Mad City, and all that shit was getting such mass like push because he had another engine behind that pushing that.
Interscope.
Right. Schoolboy Q also had Interscope, which is why he had such a big push. J Rock don't have anybody. He's TDE exclusively, Absol
Yeah.
TDE exclusively. So when you see their music videos and you see their push and their marketing push, you're
looks
like,
a
okay,
lot
you can
different.
tell they ain't working with the same
Yeah.
budget. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's
Doechii
true.
is signed with Capitol, which is a large
Capitol Records.
Yeah, which is a large company. She has a joint venture. TDE is known for doing like artist development and then using their artist development tactics to draw in joint venture deals for their artists that they think will have a huge outcome with their debut album. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how TDE is always marketed. Now they haven't been able to successfully do that with every artist because they haven't been able to do it with Absol. Even with J Rock winning a Grammy, haven't been able to do it with J Rock. Haven't been able to do it with Ray Vaughn or any other artist. You know what I'm saying? They was able to do it with Isaiah Rashad when he came back and dropped his album. You know what I'm saying? But that's how these things get these push. So if let's say that push is, oh, we got $2 million from this company to now push.
Do you think it's they haven't been able to, or they didn't want to? Like they want to keep some of their artists like TDE exclusive.
It may be some. I don't
Like,
think
I feel
TDE.
like some of
If you
them
can win,
are
if I can win a
TDE
Grammy,
exclusive.
I don't think it benefits. It doesn't benefit J Rock to be signed to a major label because he is like outwardly like
And
I'm a blood.
I get that,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? So it's like it don't, bitch. We got this.
No, I get that, and like I said, I think with TDE, with those main four, I think they are moving in a way that's strategic. Like, all right, Kendrick needs to get through. All right, and then Schoolboy Q was just like, all right, you clearly the most ready-made artist music wise. You know what I'm saying? Our shit may be a little bit more niche, but we can still move this as a unit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think it's strategic.
that's a lot on the artists too, because when they sit there and talk about when they was coming up, Kendrick talked about J Rock was the one. We was all helping him.
Right, yeah.
And then whenever they seen somebody had the motion, they would all get behind who had the motion.
Yeah,
and then
I mean,
push that
they
person.
was learning because he did have a deal, but it was just like they trial and error. They was just learning the ropes of the industry. You know what I'm saying? So I think when it came to Kendrick, when they kind of rebranded they 4 artists doing mixtapes, whoever organically kind of got the push more so on blogs and stuff like that, I think that's what they went with. And I think Kendrick was just kind of like the one to push. But with Doechii, I think with TDE is like, we want to get down in this female renaissance of rap, and we want to put our bid in.
They got lightning in a bottle with that one.
Right, because they could have went for anybody, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, all right, what other artists could they have put out that's already out right now? What artists could TDE have signed?
That's not signed?
No, that's like any artist that's out right now, female artist.
Doja Cat would have the same effect.
But Doja Cat, I can see Doja Cat. I just think that she was already signed. Like,
Yeah, that's why.
That's why, yeah.
No. I get you saying. I think with Doja Cat, I think she was already like doing something that was like they wasn't ready for. You know what I'm saying? I think it needed Doja Cat.
They needed. They needed. Say it again.
I think they looked at Doja Cat as a guy. Like, okay,
This is a route we can take. This is like,
yeah. Right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense. They
So-
wouldn't have known what to do.
Exactly.
They kind of laid
because they knew how to move with R&B with SZA.
Yeah.
They did a really good job with that.
Yeah.
But I think they was like, okay, we can put a female hip hop artist out.
SZA, she does a lot. She may like be naked in a video on it, but she isn't as like she don't do like Doechii do a lot of like kind of like wild shit.
Yeah.
What people would perceive as wild.
Yeah.
And
They wouldn't be able to contain that from coming from SZA's little.
it would have been like, oh shit. we
But I
need
think
to-
they allow that. I don't want to say they allow it, but I think there's like they're okay with that because she's a rapper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah, and doing R&B, and don't really.
Yeah.
like,
Oh yeah,
you
that'd
know.
be super wild.
can't be singing about love, then you fast.
Yeah. But then
Dressed like an
I
ant.
want to fast forward with the shit though with Doechii industry plant. Like she just won. Best
Moral of the
rap
story, she not a plant.
She just won best
Oh yeah,
rap.
she ain't a
We
player.
just gonna say
Girl
that.
just won best rap album Grammy.
Just that talented, and I'm signed to a major label.
Yeah,
Right.
That's what they supposed to do.
basically.
She just
Yeah,
won
budget.
she just won the best rap
possibility.
album Grammy. She's going to be plastered everywhere.
Yeah.
That's just how it is. If I
You know,
won
if you think about it, I know people online now. They're like, "Oh my god, why is she in this video with Will Smith?" But Will Smith won the first rap Grammy, so like
he's a rapper.
everything makes.
He's putting out an
everything
album
makes-
this
everything
month.
makes sense.
Yeah, he is putting that out.
Lauryn Hill, yeah. So everything makes sense.
Yeah, like it's like
I mean, that's usually what happens. That's why people want to win the Grammy, because when they win the Grammy, they go ahead.
your status
The
get
fucking
escalated.
pocketbook opens up, and everybody be, oh, we want you here, there, whatever. It's the same thing with Oscars.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Lupita, she won her first Oscar in her first movie. That girl blew up after that.
That's the first movie.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's keep going.
First Oscar, first movie, and then that was it. She blew up. So,
Yeah. Is there anything else we want to talk about with Doechii?
nah, I think
Nah,
we
man,
got good
congratulations.
enough.
Yeah. Congratulations.
You doing it, girl.
Congratulations.
Yeah, man. Shouts out to her, man. Even though she thinks straight men red flags,
That
man.
shit was-
Everybody got their preferences.
That shit was crazy. Everybody.
I didn't know that was gonna take off like that.
Me, I just. It's
When she was
a
like,
comment.
you know what a red flag is for me? A straight man. Or whatever.
I figured
it
that
didn't
would
happen
happen.
like that,
I
but
knew that was gonna happen.
I didn't think.
I just thought they were gonna be like, oh man.
You don't
and
think
then,
it'll
like,
happen
keep it
because
moving.
you a girl. And girls
I mean,
think
I
y'all
just
can just
think
say shit about men and we don't fucking
like
care.
what they like.
But if you a dude, you would be like, God's not gonna fucking like that. Like a lot of dudes not gonna fucking care because we know women y'all just be fucking talking sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of dudes that they hear y'all fucking talking and we just like, some niggas ain't with it. Some people not with the shit. You know what I mean? They're like,
That's like, what if it was there? It was me and Derek on Hot Ones and be like, man, you know what a red flag is for me? Girl with some big old titties, man. They gonna be like,
yeah, like
"Damn, man.
you can say anything. What's wrong with you? Shit.
The
Women?
Big titty women, no, big titty women would have been in my fucking shit, fucking me up.
Yeah. But,
Crushing cans.
I can't believe he said that.
yeah, I can't
You don't like
Why?
big cups.
What about the little? Why
you worried about my tits? Oh God. Here we go.
What about the A
Yeah,
cups?
that's what it would have been. But I don't give a damn.
Yeah, it's cool.
I
I
just
mean,
feel like people should like what they like, and everybody should keep their comments about what people like to themselves. High key.
What?
I mean,
you can't say that. That is the crazy. You supposed to say what?
keep your comments to yourself. Not after you put some shit like that out on national media, they gonna say something. I just don't care enough to say
I think
anything.
you should be able to say what the fuck you want to say. You just if people don't like it, they got the right to say something.
Yeah, and that's that.
It is what it is. I don't give a fuck.
I just hate the rants about it. Really, it's like you can get some shit off, but like
No, but you can't say what you want to say and not expect the rants and shit. It's,
Yeah.
it's part of
She
it.
had to know that was gonna. She had to know she gonna get some kind of backlash. I
But
just didn't
it's
know
hot
this
ones
was
and
gonna
these,
grow.
you need it did what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
people talking about it. So
probably got 1 million views.
yeah. It ain't hurt nobody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Basically.
Niggas still broke.
Feelings.
I still like hot wings.
Y'all talk about Doechii mentioned in the Diddy case.
That shit was
That shit
whack.
looks so
Stupid.
stupid.
They say he was sliding up on the girl.
Like, this sound like
And then she couldn't breathe.
that's crazy.
That shit said 2018. Niggas said I was homeless in 2018. Oh, that ain't no Diddy.
Oh, bro.
All right.
Oh, man.
So crazy.
I think Odell Beckham was mentioned in the case. Too.
Oh, Odell Beckham.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit is just.
It's crazy.
Now it's like, come on, man.
Yeah,
Y'all
it's
dragging
just,
it
I
now.
read it and I was just like, oh, well, that ain't really.
I thought it was fake.
I thought it was fake when I seen him
It's
post his
fake.
screenshot, like his the thing about his statement, or whatever, and it was kind of blurry. So I was like, "What quality bad on
Yeah.
this bitch?" Like, did you just find this shit from somebody else and just like? But after that, I mean, the shit went away after that. That shit,
Yeah.
it ain't
Yeah.
going nowhere.
Yeah.
Wild.
It's cool. I don't know. I can't see the board, bitch. I got.
That's so funny. J-Rock got arrested a couple of days ago.
that shit looks so
Public
funny.
intoxication and trespassing,
Yeah, he look like he
And
just
niggas
drunk
don't
and he don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know.
which is exactly why he got arrested. You can't be like that in public.
Man, I was just motherfucking drunk. I ain't know where I was at. They want to put me in jail.
I was motherfucking drinking, but I
Well,
wasn't
you
driving, don't
I was drinking, but I wasn't motherfucking driving.
Oh my
That's the name of the
God.
pod. J-Rock was drinking, but he wasn't motherfucking driving.
That's what somebody said in the video. He ain't driving. I was like,
I was like, public intoxication. First word of that
Yeah,
is
bitch.
public.
Nigga, unless you was sick. Are you sick? Did you take your stomach hurt? No. What's wrong? I'm drunk. Oh yeah, you going to jail.
damn.
What you just say your stomach hurt. You gonna take me to jail because my stomach hurt? Can't do that, bitch. Can't take me to jail. I got a tummy ache, bitch. But hey, I ate some bad pizza.
I got the flu.
Yeah, let me sit
Stomach
here.
virus.
Oh, man.
Something.
Bitch, if you ever had a stomach virus, where you know that shit can make you do some crazy shit.
Yeah.
But free J-Rock.
I mean, he's probably out of jail already.
Yeah.
Well, it's a weekend. Maybe not. He might see a judge on Sunday mornings.
He got Kanye West been firing off on Twitter still.
All I seen was the Kanye, the Kendrick shit. I ain't seen nothing else after that.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying.
He
You know,
put up he posted a picture of a KKK outfit.
Oh, I
He
did
have
see
a
that.
shirt with a
Swastika.
Swastika.
And then I did see something about him looking for Sunday best singers, but they
Oh yeah,
have
he
to be
did say he was starting
bald.
back Sunday best, but he
They gotta be
They
what?
gotta be bald.
Oh yeah,
I'm in that bitch.
yeah.
Good. That's more like
my
Nazi shit to
asshole.
me, like skinhead type shit.
he did have some called Black
Oh,
Skinheads.
I didn't think about that.
I ain't think about that either.
Think about it.
Damn,
He had a song called Black Skinheads, man.
he did.
Yeah, on Yeezus.
Shit was hard.
That shit is
It's
tough.
fired.
Fuck him. I mean, do his
Was
thing.
that his first sign of being?
He definitely had fucking the one flag all on tour on the merch.
Confederate flag and all that shit.
Confederate flag, yeah.
What?
Dang, we
During
were
the Yeezus
ignoring
tour?
the sign?
Oh, for real?
We
Yeah.
ignoring the sign.
I mean, I wasn't necessarily ignoring it. I was just like,
I ain't buy it. You know?
he ain't say no wild shit. He-
Yeah, I
you
don't give a fuck with
art is art until you say some wild shit.
Yeah.
Talking ain't
You
art.
could interpret it however you want. But yeah, that KKK outfit was crazy.
I'm still listening.
It's like he just had a picture of it, and it was like, "What's
Do you feel it's like Pablo?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You said
Yeah.
what?
Hey,
I'm
Jazz,
still
you know what that's
listening
fun,
to
Jazz?
Life of Pablo.
What if you get canceled and you didn't have to say that? You could have just kept listening to it. You didn't have to tell the world.
I gotta go be in an interview on Monday?" So
Episode
You
148 of Beats and Chill Podcast. He said,
Oh, shit.
you will never stop listening to a Nazi.
Oh, that was hometown.
That's crazy.
Nah, you on camera.
careful on that.
I be thinking about that. It's like people that be like, and not in like a funny, like, haha way. Like, fuck it, I don't give a fuck what R. Kelly did. I don't give a fuck. I'm still listening to him. I don't give a
That
fuck.
shit is cringe. You see, he dropped albums.
You don't have to say this shit. Just,
Yeah. Go listen.
Just listen.
just listen to it. Call it a fucking day.
Step in the name of love. Is
There's something about it. It gets some with saying something. It's like they get like some type of
So
endorsement.
they get yeah, like, bitch, I don't.
I'm gonna listen to it.
Ooh, I'm badass.
Yeah, like I've listened to Ja Rule's album and Wonderful came on, and I sung my heart out. If it wasn't for the money, cars, the movie stars, it's an amazing song.
It's a great song to sing your heart out to.
Like, you just sing that
Oh
shit. I was
my
like, oh.
god.
But I'm not gonna like, you know what I'm gonna do today? I'm gonna listen to some R. Kelly and just look at a motherfucker and stare at him.
Stare at him. I'm gonna listen to R. Kelly.
Okay, nigga,
You seen the
I'm Muslim, nigga. You eating pork? That's worse than what R. Kelly
You
said.
seen Martin Lamont Hill was on Joe Budden podcast. He was like, "Yeah, I think Michael Jackson did that shit."
That's funny.
He's like, it's not like it's if a story came out today that some celebrity had kids in his bed, I'm thinking the guy that had kids in his bed probably fucked them.
Yeah, I mean, it ain't crazy. It's not far fetched.
That's not far fetched at all.
Everybody was like, "Whoa, what?" It's like, am I the only one that thinks that? Michael Jackson is tough, man.
Yeah.
I think he's too magical of a character that we don't want to think that he would.
I mean, nigga
little
ain't never
kids,
had no
man.
childhood, man. Stuff be fucking people up.
Nah, it's just it's the millennials, man. We grew up with like multiple magical creatures, man. Michael Jordan and Michael Jackson.
Definitely.
Bow Wow.
Bow Wow.
Bow Wow was a magical nigga.
I was talking to Christina. I was like, you don't understand. Like, if Bow Wow was doing Bow Wow, if Bow Wow would have started Bowwowing in like the 2010s or 2015s,
Bow Wow.
he would be like one of the biggest fucking artists with like Drake, Kendrick, and Cole. She was like, I don't see him. Like, bitch, are you crazy?
Nah, man.
That's fucking Bow Wow.
Yeah.
Bitch, this ain't Puppy Love.
Shit's going crazy.
Yeah,
It's Bow Wow.
I like the Bow Wowing. I like
Bow
that.
Wowing is crazy.
you know what I'm saying? We had these people before social media, so it was like you had to just hear about things or see them on TV
Yeah.
popping up with certain stuff and doing shit. Now it's like motherfucker just be on live looking crusty sometimes. Or
I seen the lady from SWV, whatever.
Oh, she was in her car.
She was in a car homeless.
oh, she was in Vogue.
In Vogue, she was homeless in a car with a whoop, and I seen a nigga in the comment. A nigga in the comments said, "Hey, this is Daryl from Digital Underground. You shouldn't be like this. Call me." And I went on his fucking Instagram. It's like a random ass dude, and I think he's literally was the producer. It should say 3-time Grammy winner producer, and he got dumbass
shit.
TikToks, looking at the phone, just like playing games, like 300 followers, like motherfuckers just living like regular fucking lives.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh.
bitch,
Yeah, she-
everybody don't stay famous forever.
I live in my car. Oh my god, I said it.
No.
I was like, but it was like the In Vogue the group be doing shows and shit.
Yeah.
and it was like she
Wait a minute. She homeless now?
Yeah.
she's been for 3 years.
God damn.
She was just in the All-Star weekend.
Where the money at?
Not SWV. This is
In Vogue.
Yeah.
Like, In Vogue.
They was just on All-Star.
Oh, they said that they said that she wouldn't perform unless they fired somebody in management or something like
Oh,
that.
you can't be picky.
I see.
I mean, I think she was like a lead singer.
She was homeless and trying to call shots.
They actually said that.
I mean, you can be homeless and still have integrity and standards.
Yeah, but
the fuck.
You can.
Yeah.
wait, what happened that she wanted somebody fired?
I don't fucking know.
I actually think they considered it, but she still wasn't showing up for something. I don't know. I can't remember. So they just don't. I don't think they fuck with her like that.
I mean, you sadly, damn. If you homeless in your car for 3 years is a long time.
Yeah.
That's a long fucking time.
Did you smell like your car?
She got an LA Fitness membership.
It's a long time to not get a job
taking
and
a shower
pay
in that
rent.
bitch.
You know what I mean? And then that's all you got to do. Just get a job and
The
pay fucking
library
rent.
on the internet.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
DDG
shocked.
But she might have a mental disorder or something like that.
possibly.
Because that's the reason I'm homeless.
That
homeless
reminds
a
me
lot.
of Wendy
is
Williams.
true.
I think she just passed a little mental.
I thought about to say she
stability
passed away.
I forgot-
Yeah, I was about to say, damn.
The
That's
fuck
news
up
for
is.
me.
test.
Oh, yeah, she passed her capacity test, mental
Yeah.
capacity test.
So that mean like she can think for herself type
Yeah.
shit?
They saying she ain't crazy. She could leave her like mental hospital, her luxury mental hospital shit they got her in. Whoa. No, that don't mean she can fucking leave. She just passed the fucking test.
That's what
They
they
said
said.
they said that bitch, we're not letting you go.
I thought that's what they said. It's like, oh, she got to pass this. Wait, no, she can't fucking leave. No, what the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah, I don't think she can leave, but they said some dude that was like I think it was like a kid actor, some Trump supporter dude. He said he'll pay for her to like live in his mansion and like he'll pay for like her medical expenses or whatever to get her out that fucking place.
Wow.
Cause she like then. The why?
Yeah.
Probably don't think a human should be living like that.
Yeah, no, but you said Trump supporter.
I'm telling you right now, if I was in jail, a Trump supporter say, I will get you out of prison, I would say, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Give me a phone.
That's what Kodak did.
If a Trump supporter walked this motherfucker and say, hey, I want to pay for the studio right now.
Go buy
You just
a
got to
whole
say,
studio.
I paid, and I would say, how much you going to give me? I'm going to take the fucking,
How much?
I'm not going to vote for fucking Trump.
Yeah.
But I will take somebody that voted for Trump's money.
I feel
Right.
that.
Yeah, why not? Bitch,
yeah.
I'm-
Be some of them Usher bucks.
I just want to
Sure, but
kind of go over some local stuff. Shit.
This nigga pulling out fucking chargers.
a long night, huh? A long night, huh, buddy?
You want to
Y'all heard about Pink Pony Strip Club?
Yeah.
Been set on fire?
Nigga ran in that bitch and was chilling, and then after a while shot somebody and set that shit on fire.
Killed him or just shot
No,
him?
he just shot him.
Wow.
Shit.
I would throw. See, niggas ain't me. If I was on some, I'd throw a cocktail in that bitch like some Call of Duty bitch.
Molotov.
I get a beer, bitch. Have napkins in my pocket.
Be a good old plain day in Grand Theft Auto. You just got to cause ruckus.
Just hit a bitch in the head with a bottle. The bottle's hit her to fall to the ground. Shit.
They just got on regular clothes, and out of nowhere, fucking.
Imagine
Gun
you
come
trying to like burn a building down and do like some crazy arson shit. Like, I'm gonna set this bitch on fire, and you just throw the shit and it just hit a bitch in the head, and they arrest you, and you get out that next Monday, you just get arrested for like assault because you hit a bitch in the head with a bottle.
Didn't even accomplish what you
You didn't even do shit. Like they just let your ass out of jail. Now you just all over Facebook.
Bitch,
You
I'm
can't
gonna
fucking-
enjoy my rest of my fucking life, bitch.
You like, you know what? That was fucking
It
stupid.
wasn't too bad.
You got Glorilla. She'll be performing a free show during the NCAA Women's Final Four.
At Curtis Hickson.
See, now I'm trying to pull up on that.
Yeah,
Seen them bitches fighting at her concert.
I seen that.
Oh, that was her
That
concert?
was her concert, yeah.
Bitches was scrapping.
And they was not stopping that mode. They was letting that shit go.
Yeah. Hey.
Yes, it is like Curtis Hickson.
Yeah, it's at Curtis
The
Hickson.
fight was at Curtis Hickson. Gorilla.
No, that's where she finna be. I'm gonna watch that shit through y'all
I might
phones.
walk up there.
That shit is.
You gonna walk to Curtis fucking Hickson?
I live down the street.
You live down the street from every goddamn thing.
Yeah, and she ain't gonna fucking walk there.
Yeah.
She walk.
You might need to, goddamn, because that shit gonna
The
be on
parking's gonna
smash.
be stupid. I will leave my car where it's at.
Nigga, this shit in downtown all the fucking time. All that fucking parking I got now. Rolling the biggest thing in the step in Tampa. I've been at Curtis Hickson but fucking four.
Yeah. Britta Legal had a listening party last night.
It is fire.
Went to shot it in for their EP coming out on March
Big
17th.
shirt on.
Bizarre.
They gonna be like, that's how the shirts look. I ain't get one. Shit, you gotta have breasts to wear that motherfucker.
That's right.
No, ladies and gentlemen, it's a regular T-shirt. Okay, Jazz just
so
got
good.
eclectic with hers
Yeah.
And she freaked her shirt out.
all the way.
Shout out to the Chenkhoff podcast. They're dropping their doing a mixtape release party on March 28th with featuring all their guests. We also have Alfred Banks performing at Shuffle, presented by Broken Motor Entertainment. Also, Shuffle Remix open mic every Tuesday this month is featuring a woman headliner, local woman headliner. So
Next
yeah,
season?
yeah. I don't know the lineup, but I know they are featuring a woman headliner for Women's Month. I kind of want to talk about a little bit about sports before we get out of here.
Basketball.
So go and mention your fucking sports topics that you want to talk about.
Okay, so Normandy got engaged to a Steelers. His name DK.
Normandy?
Normandy.
Normani.
Oh, Normani. Oh.
Normani.
I think about fucking Black Knight from Florence and Normandy.
Wow.
Florence
Okay,
and Norman.
Serena Williams owns a WNBA team, the Toronto Tempo, and that's all
okay.
my sports.
No, you got to talk about him. No, just
Owns
fucking-
it?
That's
Tell us
When
some
we
shit
say
about it.
owns it, like,
yeah. She just bought.
or she like part.
I mean, fuck. I gotta say it. I could buy a WNBA team.
That's all I got.
That's crazy.
That's dope though. What team she bought? WNBA.
Toronto Tempo.
That's what's up.
It's like a little girl cat, like a feminine cat. Cause like the thing for the Timberwolves. I've seen that shit before. I think so. I think if that's the other time I'm thinking about it, is a team called the Sphinx?
Yes.
Oh, I might be thinking about them actually. Never mind.
Yeah. Then you got I think it's an interesting city choice for Serena to own a team in.
What was it?
Toronto.
Oh, that's funny.
Taking
cool.
shots at this nigga left and right.
She had a few more for Drake. He
yeah.
he was a little weird.
She probably got a picture of
I think he leaked that video of her twerking them years ago. Remember that shit?
See what?
That video of Serena was twerking? Unless that shit was fake, but I think it was real. I think he leaked that shit. Y'all remember that? Y'all niggas want to worse like hip hop, bitch. I seen everything.
Dan, when's the last time you been on World Star Hip Hop?
Somebody sent me a video from that other day.
That's it. That's interesting. But you sent me a link from World Star Hip Hop?
Yeah, I was like, I clicked it and I was like, she gonna get my phone a virus, bitch. Get off this shit today. What?
Remember having an Apple was like, bitch, I'm virus free, bitch. I can't get no virus. I got an Apple.
Damn, I do remember
Has
that.
that shit changed?
Absolutely.
I ain't never got a virus on my phone.
I never got a virus. I'm talking about a computer.
Oh, computer. Damn, can you get a virus?
It's because
I don't think so.
A lot of what the internet uses is like executable files and shit like that. So Apple don't use executable files. They use
Yeah.
different files, so it can't get in. But
You can tell if it's something there, but it's so much shit. It's some shit called like Clean My Mac. It's like a free app.
yeah,
That shit'll go through and find everything and just clear everything out. That shit, pretty sure it's like an antivirus shit.
Sports to tech, okay.
Well, we can stay on sports.
Shit.
LeBron goes directly at Stephen A. about his son, saying, keep my son out of this shit. How y'all feel about that? Do you
I
feel like
get
he's
it.
just being a father? Do you
it's
feel
two
like
sides to that story.
It's two sides.
That's his son, so you gonna want to protect your son at all costs. I mean, you would know better than any of us. You want to protect your son at all times. Other side of that coin, this nigga's in the NBA, so he gonna have to get the same ridicule and shit that everybody gets from Stephen A.
But the thing is that nobody else. Bronny was damn near the last pick in the fucking draft.
Yeah.
He was like the 50th pick in the second round.
Yeah,
Stephen A. doesn't talk about anybody else that low in that draft. So it's like, I can tell you don't talk about my fucking son if the reason you talk about my son is because it's my son. You're not talking about because he's Bronny James. You're talking because he's LeBron James Jr.
Yeah.
So don't talk about my fucking son, bitch.
Also, LeBron need to keep that same energy for everybody else that's been talking about his son too.
In other words, probably don't matter. It don't-
Probably just like,
it
bitch,
don't
I
matter.
don't like you, nigga.
And it's like, you a black
That's
man, like,
true.
bitch, you got a big platform. Like, god damn, bitch, you've been talking about me my whole life. I'm
My whole life.
like, now you gonna talk about my fucking son? Like, everybody, okay, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
He be talking shit about LeBron, though.
I mean, everybody talk about LeBron.
Everybody- yes,
LeBron,
LeBron
LeBron was the number one pick. He was the guy that changed the league. So, of course, he was going to come with such massive expectations. He was going to come with a lot of criticism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bronny is just like, well, just like everybody else is like star player's kid. Okay, might not be your dad, right? But it's like, you don't really talk about them like that.
Yeah, you don't like, you don't be in the league talking about Kenyon Martin Jr. and shit like that when they, you know what I mean? What the fuck would you,
That's true.
like, leave me the fuck alone, bitch. I'm in the G League. I'll go back and forth from G League games to NBA games. Like, treat me as such.
Yeah.
Like, because LeBron James said my son better than some of these guys in the NBA, which he probably is.
Yeah.
But it's like, because some niggas ain't gonna be in the league next year. Pretty sure Bronny ain't gonna be there next year. So it's like, this is a respect thing too, though.
Yeah.
I respect you, so don't talk about my fucking son. If Boo Boo the Fool say something about my kid, I don't care. But if one of y'all say something like, nigga, don't talk about my fucking son, bitch. What's wrong with you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I respect LeBron for doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's your son. You protect your son at all costs. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is.
Okay.
Like, when he came, he goes, LeBron came and said some things to me that I can't say on the FCC airwaves. I'm just like,
No, fuck that. Fuck. I'm talking about my fucking son. Stephen,
Maybe,
like, what?
I know we gonna see an AI video about that very soon.
Have y'all seen the heard about the WNBA possibly going on strike?
Why?
Salaries.
Want money?
Oh my gosh.
I get it, but it's
Say
like,
nothing wrong.
Ain't they doing 3-on-3?
I just know.
that's a different league.
I just
Oh,
know
it's a different league?
that what's the white girl name? Caitlin Clark.
Uh-huh.
Her contract was $75,000.
I think the biggest thing is that
For how many
it's
years?
just gonna take time. It's gonna take time. It's
Is
gonna
that
take time, bro.
75
Like
per
at one
year?
point, the NBA was about to get shut down because people wasn't watching it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So WNBA isn't like
Ain't no
old.
different.
It's only like 20 years old. You know what I mean? And like this now, last year's the first time I ever got like Caitlin Clark and Angela Reese was the first time it was like two fucking stars drafting to the league. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So y'all not about to get it big. Y'all got. I'm pretty sure y'all contracts got bigger now. So it's like y'all going strike now. I don't think it's. Fuck it, go on strike. I'm with it. I ain't gonna watch it either.
You know what's funny? They go on strike.
They go on strike. They gonna make a
Not
fucking.
everybody comes back from a strike.
That's true.
That's true. Like they.
Motherfucker go on strike and motherfucker go, all right, man, shit, fuck it.
No, it's crazy because it don't make money. It's not a profitable league yet. I
Yeah.
don't think. So the WNBA go on strike, and the NBA and all the partners, they say, because I'm pretty sure when Angela Lewis, they gave a little bit more money. They say, y'all going strike? You're like, bitch, we good, we straight,
Yeah, like what's gonna happen?
we done with it. Don't come back. What happens then?
Those locked.
Yeah, ain't no more WNBA. Go play soccer, motherfucker.
Oh my god.
I'm crazy with that. That'll be the wildest shit ever. But
That'd be
Hey,
they just started another league. They got their own rival
That
league.
3-on-3 league gonna be busting after that.
Oh yeah, actually that shit look cool now. They had the 1-on-1 games.
Yeah.
All that shit. They wouldn't do that in the NBA though.
Yeah.
They got that one girl from Egypt, Allah Iverson, out there killing them. She
Who won the WNBA championship?
It was
It didn't happen yet. Did it happen
New
yet?
York,
last
New York
year.
Liberty won.
Was it? It was New York Liberty.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought it
that
was-
girl Sabrina Anosku was on that team. That's what we all know.
I thought the
I seen Sue
Vegas
Bird
Aces.
retired. So I don't really know. I'm just getting on my WNBA knowledge. I don't really know much.
I do want to ask about the NBA though. Like with Luka playing for the Lakers now, like seeing after the trade, like what has happened to the Mavericks,
Oh, they fell apart.
Bro.
If you was a Mavericks fan, that was the worst thing ever.
bruh? Crazy.
He left. Kyrie tore his ACL, and Anthony Davis
got hurt.
on the
Daniel
sideline.
Gafford hurt. What's his name? Blake Lively? Not Blake Lively. That's the girl.
I'm about to say.
Daniel Gafford. It's another player. Like a
PJ
guard.
Washington or something like that.
PJ Washington hurt. It's another player. That whole team hurt. Their season's over.
It's crazy.
That shit is done.
They really traded Luka and was just like, and Luka is working.
But LeBron hurt now too, and the Lakers fucking losing. So.
But yeah,
But LeBron gonna come back, hopefully.
yeah, they got
Oh, LeBron hurt?
They got enough wins.
He's still hurt from that All-Star break.
Nah, he got hurt after that. He got hurt like a night or two ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that shit's crazy. Like
Yeah.
the GM has to get Kevin Durant or somebody. That's the only way to make up for it.
I don't think Phoenix
On the Mavericks?
That make up for it.
Who he got to give up somebody though.
No, he don't.
They'll give it
They don't
everybody.
have nobody.
Only person we worry about keeping is Anthony Davis, Kyrie, and Kevin Durant. You can have Daniel Gafford. You can have PJ Washington. You can have anybody. You can have all these draft picks. We won't give us Kevin Durant, bitch. We going for the championship right now.
Championship is far-fetched.
They wouldn't accept that shit on fucking 2K.
Luka just went to the Lakers, so I don't give a fuck what you say.
They got Anthony Davis though.
That's true. They get Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis is Anthony, but that nigga be hurt.
He do be hurt.
It's crazy.
Sure, listen to that goddamn Playboy Cardi.
What else? Before we get out of here, y'all want to talk about J.Cole and Clouds?
Good
Did you
song.
hear?
Oh, yeah.
It's a good song.
Good song. Y'all felt like, still like, every time he releases something, it has to
There's
be
like a
brought up.
stigma on it now.
Has to be brought up with like, I told y'all, man, y'all want to fuck with Cole, bro. This nigga can rap.
Oh well, I don't think it's still corny what he say. I turn niggas into martyrs. Well, that shit still giving me like a ick, cause like
Yeah.
you can't say it no more, buddy. Sorry. Granted, you can say what you want to say, but it don't hold no weight.
Yeah, it don't hit like it used to.
Yeah.
'Cause-
He also dropped a remix with Wiz on it too.
Yeah, I seen it. Cause
He
I
was
was,
did his own freestyle and he just put it out.
but it was cool.
He's been using his website, that Even website that he released the podcast on. He's been using that like a blog. That's how he released the song.
Speaking of Wiz, that boy been on a run.
Yeah, I'm thinking like he's on a run as if like he about to drop a mixtape.
He about to drop Cushion Orange Juice Part 2.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
You think the song's gonna be on there? Or
He
just different
did.
songs?
Nah, these are freestyle. He did the Squabble Up freestyle. He freestyled the Aerials, the old ass System of a Down song from like early 2000s. That's the Wiz I like.
Last
Old
thing-
rapping on old.
Last thing with Wiz, I've been seeing discourse. People saying like, now that we've grown up, we can say that what was it? Taylor Allardyce is better than Cushion OJ.
I'll take it.
You take it?
I like both. I like Taylor Allardyce was good.
It was.
It was good. The raps matured a little bit more.
Listen.
But Cushion OJ is just that. It's just that classic. It's like the first one that came out.
Rolling doobies up.
Yeah,
I ain't listen to Wiz. Like, that wasn't a big.
I was a big Wiz listener.
Yeah, I still am.
I listened to Wiz when Cushion Orange Juice came out, and then
That was it.
yeah.
I was
Nah.
on a pretty
Burn out the rolling. Come on, man. All of that shit.
Yeah, when he was like all them Johnny Giuliano beats he was singing on. I'ma catch this plane. But nah, man.
He sent that shit to everybody.
Who?
Just got that shit as like a blast text.
From who?
Oh,
from the bizarre
listening
shit?
party thing.
It's like, yo.
Oh, let me go take a look at that shit.
Thank you guys for tuning in to the podcast episode
Nah.
of the Beats and Chill
Don't cut it
podcast,
off yet.
episode 147. Please make sure to do your due diligence and follow us on Instagram. Subscribe on YouTube. Sign up, become a Patreon. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, all that. We out. Peace.